welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. It can certainly get loud inside this building. And just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Dalvin Cook, the ball.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A give. This is Cook. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Jackson. He will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 20. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll power his way up near the 25. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. It goes as a loss of 6, and now 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a gain of 16. 1st down, Falcons.
Down, Atlanta.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Kaepernick now to throw. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them. The screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Play action. Now Kaepernick. Flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Trying to disrupt Julio Jones there, the intended target. A little too close, got the flag thrown.
I'm not sure anyone can cover Julio Jones one-on-one for very long without getting their share of pass interference calls. His size, his speed, his physicality makes it almost impossible to do.
Looking deep for Julio. And this is going to be intercepted. The rookie Jeff Gladney picks it. And nothing there on the return. They got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
Exactly right, and you're trying to limit the number of plays an offense runs. You're trying to limit the number of possessions they have. And he was a guy that I targeted coming out of college and rated very highly for his playmaking skills on defense.
And now he has his first career interception. After the interception, here's Jackson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Justin Jefferson, the rookie, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Second and 10.
Jefferson. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Forced out to his left. Hard throw, incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game. It's certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fielded at the 43. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. I have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20, not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Handoff comes to Cook. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. That's Anthony Barr coming in from his linebacker spot to bring him to the ground. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Jones has it. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th. Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now. as he'll kick it away for the second time.
Formation for the Falcons.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line.
43-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
12 at the 42-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. A pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
The Vikings on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12. Jackson now. Into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned the block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's Jackson to throw. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5, and he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. That's taken in by Callaway. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here.
Second down at the 23-yard line.
A good position to be in here, second and inches. And some room to run now. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, first down. But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. They find some open field here. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 more on that one and another first down.
11 on the play.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
2nd and 10 at the Vikings 34-yard line.
The gain, and it'll bring up a third down. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley as the first half is winding down. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
The score, Falcons 7, Vikings nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. Looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Darquez Dennard. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot beforehand for Kaepernick. A slant to Jones. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turned that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And a Falcon first down.
Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, but it'll be second down. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Kaepernick. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down.
A gain of 15.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, it's Gurley. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
On the carry.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Staying on the ground, this time it's Smith. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 33.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Kaepernick looking to throw, 3rd and 2. It's caught, Jones. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 21. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
First down, Falcons.
Here's Gurley now. Toss right. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On second down, here's Smith. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Atlanta.
Trying to punch it in with Smith. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Ito Smith his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a two-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 29. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Coup now for the point after.
Vikings, nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken in the end zone. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now as a quarterback, Jackson hit and he lost the football. And the Falcons say they have what they do. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 12-yard line.
Toss left. This is Smith. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Kaepernick going to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
For the Falcons field goal. A 32-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good.
Makes the score.
And the rout is on. It's 24-0. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position because 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Good.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Jackson on the keeper. Incomplete. Coverage by Keanu Neal.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On on second down. Cook. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Vikings on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's Jackson. Getting knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Gets it out quickly here to the left flank. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Play action. It's Jackson. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Again, Jackson. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 32-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Dante Fowler in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
He needs better. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Tack McKinley able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And that is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2. Here's Jackson. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. And watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
begin their next drive. The Falcons off. Here's Smith as he'll try to run some clock. And he's got room. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Ito Smith, 77 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Fielded in the end zone. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Now Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Play action. Now Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. A 1st down carry for Smith. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
It's complete to Jones. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Touchdown.
Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They're probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Jackson from the shotgun. Now a desperation throw deep down. This is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. He's going to let it fly and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
To 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Jackson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe